Let me begin by sharing my screen. So in this class, we will be discussing things in English medium. If there are any Sinhala medium kids here, so who can only understand Sinhala medium, or in case if you need any support in Sinhala medium, you are free to join grade 7 Sinhala medium class, which started today, 5 p.m. Actually, it was over now, but next day onward, you can join with grade 7 Sinhala medium class as well. හරි මොනා හරි සිංහල මීඩියම් ප්‍රශ්න තියෙන සිංහලෙන් explanation ඕන දරුවෝ ඉන්නවා නම් I invite you to join සිංහල medium class as well. මොකද මම මේකේ ගොඩාක් වෙලාවට priority එක දෙන්නේ English medium දරුවන්ට. ඒ හින්දා සිංහලෙන් explain කරන ප්‍රමාණය අඩුයි, බොහෝම අඩුයි. So I'll try to make it zero, but since there are some technical jargons, technical terminologies, I have to tell you some I have to give you some support in single, because it's not like other class. There are some technical terms, technical things. So in order to explain those technical things, I'll be using Sinhala sometimes, but not always. Okay, hopefully you can see my screen, no? Right. Okay, then let's begin with slide number 1. So we will be starting today's lesson. We have to explain about processor. We have to learn about processor. So I think by now, by this time, you know about the computer system and components of the computer system. මං හිතනවා මං විශ්වාස කරනවා මේ වෙද්දි ඔයාලට components, computer system එකේ components ගැන යම් දැනුමක් ඇති. So I think you know input devices. Hopefully you know output devices, processing devices, storage devices, memory, communication devices. Yes, I think you know, and storage devices. So basically, let me revise. If you don't know, let me revise. Then others can also follow me. So what is input device? What are the input devices? Basically, give me some examples for input devices. Give me some examples for input devices.
Pen drives, CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays.
I'm struggling. No. Input devices, basically, input devices are used to give input to computer. So what you have mentioned, pen drive, CD, DVD, Blu-ray, all these things are storage devices. Sometimes some people refer those things as input devices, but actually, actually speaking, those are storage devices. So what about input? Yes?
Power.
It's not a device. Power unit, maybe power unit you can take, but it is not a computing device. Any equipment has a power device. Just forget about power. Think about other devices. So how we give input? Basically, okay. So let me simulate or let me compare with this with our human body. So how you can hear me? Through your ears.
Ear.
Yeah.
From ear.
From here. That means you are getting sound into our body, into our brain through this. This is called input. You get something in. Okay, how you talk, that is output. So you give something out, that is called output. Take food in, that is input. Inhale, oh husma ganna නැත්නම් ආශ්වාස කරනවා. Inhale, you call input. Exhale, it is output. Then nose is input and output. What about eyes?
Input.
Yeah, it is input. It can see, it can capture the images or visual data. So you call input device. Visual data නම් එළියෙන් ගන්න, ඇතුළට නේ ගන්න. That is called input. Similar to that, computer, how it captures sound? We use ear. How computer captures sound?
By a
microphone. That's how you're talking. It captures your voice through microphone. So microphone is input device. How it capture my image?
Webcam.
So webcam is input device. webcam එක හරහා තමයි මාව capture කරන්නේ. ඒ හින්දා මාව ඇතුළට ගන්නේ webcam එක හරහා. That is input device. How my voice came in because of microphone. It is input device. How you can hear me because of speaker. That is similar to my voice. So speaker is it input or output then? Speaker?
Output. Output.
It is output. It can give something out, give something to external world. That is output.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
So how about the monitor?
Here, monitor, yes. You can see me through monitor. That is output device, no? So if it gives something to external world, that is output device. So monitor can give a picture or visual data out. That is output device. Printer can also give visual data out. That is output device. Speaker can give audio data out, which is called output device. Then what else? What else? Any other output device other than those?
Pen drive.
Pen drive, again coming to wrong direction. The pen drive can store something.
Keyboard.
Keyboard, is it to output or input? Keyboard?
Speaker.
Yeah, speaker is out. Taking it is the speaker is output device. What about keyboard? Is it input or output?
Input.
Input.
Printer.
Printer is output. Yes. Right. Okay. Now you have idea, no? Okay. Think about keyboard. Keyboard is special one. Why? Because you can see this is a remote. In this remote, you have screen and you have buttons. Right. Here I have mobile phone. In this mobile phone, I have screen to output, keyboard to input. And this is another mobile phone. This is smartphone. When I take smartphone, I have touch screen to input, screen to output. Right? So touch screen to touch screen, I have touchpad, keypad, touch keypad. Then if I take large keyboard like this is from a desktop computer. This is to input something. And then if you can see outside, you can see a lot of monitors. Yeah, this side also you can see monitors. That is to output. Understood? So input devices are taking things from external world in. From external world, it will capture inputs, things in, take things in. Output devices, it will produce something and give it to the external world. Okay, what is the primary input device? What is the primary? The primary input device. Any kind of equipment will have this. Any computing equipment will have this primary output. What is that? Primary input. Sorry, primary input. What is that? You can see in a remote. You can see in a remote. You can see in a mobile phone. Even
Battery.
Battery. Input. I'm asking. Yeah, buttons. Buttons means keyboard or keypad. You got the correct answer. Keyboard or keypad is called the primary. It is the primary input device.
And mouse?
Mouse, do you have mouse here?
Yes.
In remote, you have mouse?
No.
No. Mouse is not primary, but it is input device. That is true. Mouse is input device, but it is not the primary input device. Understood? Primary means any kind of device will have this. Any kind of electronic device will have at least a single key. Bulb එකක් ගන්න, bulb එකට අඩු ගන්න එක key එකක් හරි තියෙනවා. Switch එකක් හරි තියෙනවා. Keyboard එකක් නැති කිසිම device එකක් නැහැ. Keyboard එකක් නැති කිසිම keypad එකක් තනි key එකක්වත් නැති කිසිම device එකක් නැහැ. Torch එකක් ගන්න. Still you have one key. Right? Therefore keyboard is the primary input. Output, primary output එක මොනවද? What is the primary output?
Printer. Monitor.
Monitor. Yeah, correct. Primary output is monitor, but better you call screen. Why screen? Because this is you don't call this as a monitor, no. In this remote you can see that is called screen here. Screen, right? So this one also You don't have monitor in mobile phone, you have screen, right? In a touch screen or PDA or palm top, you have screen. Laptop, you have screen. Then projector, you have screen. And desktop computer, you have screen. Screen is the primary output device. So remember these two things. These are keywords. Primary input, keyboard. Primary output, monitor. Other input devices, mouse is input device. Joystick is input device. Touch screen is input device. Touchpad is input device. Microphone is input device. Then webcam is input device. Scanner is input device. To take scan document and take in, scanner use that kind of barcode scanner, QR code scanner. All these are input devices, right? So I'll teach you these things later, right? I'll teach you these things later. More depth knowledge will be given later, just to identify what are the input, what are the outputs. In addition to that, what computer has? In addition to that, inputs තියෙනවා, outputs තියෙනවා, තව මොනවද තියෙන්නේ?
Storage.
Storage. Yeah, storage. Why it need is a storage device? Storage devices on a
To store data and information.
yeah, to store data and information. What's the difference between memory and storage device? Primary memory and storage.
Memory can be there for forever, and data can be used.
Bit confusing. Okay, memory. Think about my memory. Memory means what you currently have in your head is memory. But what you have written in the book is storage. Can you understand the difference?
Yes.
What you think now, it's in the memory. What you have written down, it's in the storage. You can maybe you can record it in mobile phone, it's in the storage. You can record audio using mobile phone, it's in the storage. You can sing a song, now, then it is in memory. Whatever currently accessing, it's in memory. But if anything, you save it to later access, that is in storage. That is the difference. That is the main key difference. Okay, think that my screen, whatever currently in my screen, මගේ screen එකේ දැන් තියෙනවා තියෙන්නේ, ඒවා තියෙන්නේ memory එකේ. හැබැයි මම මේක save කරොත් ඒක storage එකට යනවා. So that's the difference. Okay, now you know computer has මොනවාද? computer එකට තියෙනවා input තියෙනවා, output තියෙනවා, memory එකක් තියෙනවා, storage එකක් තියෙනවා, and you need something called processor. Why? This is the very most important component, processor, because it can change our data to information. එයා තමයි අපේ data information කරන්නේ. For an example, let me give, okay, 10 into 5. What is the value? 10 into 5. 10 multiplied by 5. What is the value? 50. But මම දුන්නේ වාට 10යි 5යි. ඔයා මට දුන්න 50. කොහොමද එහෙම දුන්නේ? I gave
By multiplying.
Yeah, by multiplied. Who did the multiplication? කවුද multiplication එක කරේ? ඔයාගේ කන් දෙකද කටද? Mouth or ears? Mouth or ears? Brain, yes. That is brain. Computer also, in IT, computer also has something called brain. That brain is this processor. Understood? Okay. Memory and brain, what's the difference? What's the difference
Brain
between?
is a physical thing, and memory is a thing that is stored in our mind.
Bit complex. Okay, memory can just remember, but brain can do things. Brain can manipulate, change, process, organize, compare. Okay, memory can do things. Brain can compare. Then what සමහරට ගෙදර අම්මා කෑමක් හදනවා. කෑමක් හදලා වාටයි අපි තුමායි අක්කයි දෙන්නෙක් ඉන්නවා ගෙදර කියලා. ඔයා දකිනවා අක්කට ටිකක් වැඩිපුර දීලා කියලා. So memory will not tell that, but your brain can tell ආරයට වැඩිපුර බෙදලා මට අඩුවේ. So your memory can argue, your memory can think, your memory can compare. Sorry, other way, your processor or your brain can compare, your brain can argue, but your memory, it can memorize. That's all. It can remember the things. But processor, it can process the things. So computer need both. Computer need to memorize, it need to process. For the processing purpose, it uses process. Okay, now I think you have understood the basics. Actually speaking, I had to explain from grade 6. The input devices, output devices, those are in grade 6. Right? That's why I said, if you miss grade 6, please come for grade 6 class as well. grade 6 මික්ස් වුණා නම් grade 6 class එකටත් එන්න. එහෙම නැත්නම් ඔයාලට සමහරලාට grade 7 වල ඒවා එකපාරට තේරෙන්නේ නැති වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Okay, now we know computer is similar to us. Similar to our ears, nose, mouth, eyes, skin, it has input devices. Similar to our mouth, nose, it has output devices. And actuators like arms, legs, it has output devices. It can remember the things, similar to our memory. It has a memory. It can process, it can do things. I gave you 5 and 10, you gave me back 50. මම දුන්න එක නෙවෙයි නෝ වෙනස් එකක් නේ දුන්නේ. You have changed it and given it back to me. The change happen inside your brain. To change things, you need processor. So that is where comparison happen. That is where arithmetic happen. That is where calculations, processing, organizing happen. That is your processor. Okay, and not only that, computer needs some long time location to save things. A long time storage. That is where the first answer that you have given, the first answer, like what is input devices, you were telling like in input devices, CD, DVD, pen drives, those are not input devices, those are storage devices. CD, DVD, hard disk, pen drive, memory cards, magnetic disks, magnetic tapes, everything belongs to storage devices. I'll give you an exercise to you to find my input devices, output devices next after this lesson. I'll upload it, that assignment to your LMS. You can refer that and do. If you have not created LMS hadala නැත්නම් දැනට please contact me. I'll create the LMS for you. ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ LMS එක මම හදලා දෙන්නම්. That is very important, very very important, because that is where we will publish our assignments. එතන තමයි අපි assignments, assessments publish කරන්නේ. So there will be assignment from this lesson. Yeah, you can ask the question.
Sir, assignments means those quizzes.
Not just quizzes. This is a task. In this task, you have to find, just go through your grade 6 book and find input devices, output devices, storage, memory, processing, and communication devices. That is the exercise. I'll give the question. I'll give the formal question. You have to create small document using MS Word and find out the pictures of those devices and categorize and upload as an assignment. That is not quiz, that is assignment. I'll give this after this lesson. And if you have any question, you can ask. එකේ තියෙන ප්‍රශ්න හරි තේරෙන්නේ නැත්නම් මොනවා හරි issue එකක් තියෙනවනම් you can just call me, WhatsApp me and ask about that. Okay, let's move forward. I just want you to show all these things together in this video. Just I'll play it. Let me know whether you can hear it properly. If not, I'll explain the things. ඔයාලට ඇහෙනවද කියලා බලන්න. ඇහෙන්නේ නැත්නම් මම මේක explain කරන්න. Anyway, not this video. Anyway, this one I have to explain because no voice is there. Right, this is what? What is this board? Motherboard. This is where all the components are connected. Right. What is this?
Bus.
RAM.
Yeah, that is RAM. RAM means memory. අපි කිව්වේ අර මතකය කියලා, memory. This is the
Random
computer's
access
memory.
memory.
Yeah, this is random access memory. This is computer's memory.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I have problem.
Yes.
So what is the ROM?
ROM means read-only memory. There are two kind of ROMs.
Can
One is small chip in the motherboard, which called read-only memory, similar to this kind of chip. There is a microchip that is in the motherboard that explains or that instruct the computer to identify other hardware devices.
Okay,
It has
sir.
a system called basic input-output system. So maybe this is complex for some others because if you have not heard of ROM, ROM has a special system called basic input and output system. It stores instructions, and through these instructions, it can identify other hardware devices. And there's another ROM that is CD-ROM or DVD-ROM. In CD-ROM or DVD-ROM, that refers to CD read-only memory or DVD read-only memory. That is separate thing. So that is related to CDs and DVDs. මෙතන තියෙන ROM එකක් motherboard එකේ තියෙන ROM එකේ තියෙන්නේ basic input output hardware අඳුර ගන්න ඕන instructions. CD-ROM එක කියන්නේ CD read only memory, DVD read only memory. ඔය දෙකම ROM තමයි. හැබැයි වර්ග දෙකක ROM. motherboard එකේ තියෙන ROM එකෙන් තමයි motherboard එකට සම්බන්ධ වෙන devices අඳුරගන්නේ. Hopefully I have given a good answer, fair answer. Because I don't have much time, I have given fair answer, right? Let's say this is hard disk. This is the storage devices. What is this?
Processor.
Processor. It is called central processing unit. That's why I said processing is very important. Central processing unit.
The cooling fan and the DVD drive.
Yeah, cooling fan and DVD drive. Why you have cooling fan?
Because
Cool the processor.
the system unit makes much heat. Due to that, to cool down it, the cooling fan cools down.
Yeah, because system, not system unit, actually processor basically. Processor is the place similar to your brain, right? Think that some students call me just in the morning. Also, one student called me and told that they have classes from early morning 5 a.m. Since some teachers and students are planning to use nighttime data, therefore they had classes from early in the morning till to late night. So then if you work like that, your brain will heat, right? ඔයාලගේ brain එකත් heat වෙනවා. එතකොට ඔයගලන්ටත් ටිකක් අමාරුයි. Similar to that, but computer is not getting tired. Computer is not getting tired. But instead of that, it generating heat. දැන් ඔයාගේ phone එක ගොඩාක් වෙලා ඔයා game එකක් ගැහුවා හරි පාවිච්චි කරා කියලා හිතන්න. If you're using your mobile phone for long hours, then it will heat. But computer generate big heat, more heat than your mobile phone, because it is a large device. Therefore, you need a cooling mechanism. That's why you need a cooling fan. Sometimes මේ cooling fan එකේ you will get spider webs and all. මකුළු දැල් බැඳිලා ඒ වගේ ප්‍රශ්න වෙලා dust එකට මේ cooling fan එක නවතිනවා. In that case, your computer will start restart. Heat එක වැඩි වෙනකොට computer එක restart වෙනවා, off වෙනවා. If you find out the reason, sometimes you will understand because cooling fans are not working, right? So that is the reason. Okay. This is power unit where you supply power, current.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, I know that you're asking what is that glue.
Yeah.
Is that so? Okay, that is basically used to connect or make a good connection between the heat sink. Heat sink means So let me forward. So can you see this one? This is like this metallic shape. So similar to that, beneath the underneath of the fan, you can have this. You will have same kind of component here. So this is to actually why this kind of metallic surface is there. So this will increase the surface. When you have like a set of metallic grids like this, it will increase the surface or the area. When you increase the area, it is easy to transfer the heat. So you call this component as heat sink. To attach heat sink properly to the processor without any physical damage, so you use that processor glue. So sometimes maybe after long use, so that glue will dry out and it will there will be no glue. So it will become a dust. So in that case, sometimes it will become dust or it will disappear. In that case, again, processor will be heated and that restarting process will again be there. In that case, what you have to do is you have to apply some glue and assemble or re-plug this heat sink again, then it will start working. But that is happening like after 5 years, 6 years time, that is happening. Normally, it's not happening regularly. After 2-3 months, you don't want to change that glue and remove that, and that is not required. Okay, next. This one I just wanted to show you. Okay, this part is called back panel of the motherboard. This is where the peripheral components like keyboard, mouse, monitor, USB, pen drives, sounds, these are connected. This is the back panel of the motherboard. These are called ports.
What is the blue port?
This one. That is for VGA. That is for monitor, VGA.
No, in speaker and microphone and
this one, blue one. Now you have the pink color one is for what? Pink color one is for microphone, and this one is for speakers, and this is called line in. Line in means if you want to give any audio input directly to your computer from a keyboard or some other device, you are using this one. Microphone will record, no? Microphone will record. That is not audio in, but if you want to give audio directly with using a wire, you are using this one. Maybe you, in order to connect keyboard to computer. So if it is a MIDI keyboard, you have something else called musical instrument digital interface, MIDI. But this is for general input, any kind of audio from audio source can be connected to this one. This is not a mic. It's not going to record. It's going to transfer the signal directly into the computer. Called line in. Right? Okay. Then let's move forward. And after plugging these things, connecting, this is what you call CPU, but this is not CPU. This is CPU cabinet, or CPU cabinet is corrected, or you can call system unit, the casing. Casing or the system unit. Actually, you have to put all the components inside this casing and plug this. I'm quickly forwarding this. After that, you have to connect wires. And you can see the back panel here. When you plug this properly, back panel will come out from these holes. Here, back panel will come out from these holes. That's what happening. Okay. Anyway, I think you have seen the components. This is hard disk, and then they are plugging the memory. This is RAM, random access memory. This is the main memory in the computer. This is where you remember the things. And this is where you store the things. DVD, CD, and hard disk. Okay, with that, I'll move to the next slide. Actually, this is a bit lengthy, so you can watch this when after I share the presentation. I'll share the presentation to your Edmodo. Then you can just go through this and watch this fully. For the moment, I'll skip from this level. And next, I just want, because today's topic, we are discussing about the processor. Since we are discussing about the processor, I just need to highlight some newly introduced terms. These are not actually recent, but anyway, we can call these are recently introduced terms, but still these are like 5 or 6 years old. So what do you mean by this? Single core, dual core, and quad core. You have something more. Hexacore, octacore. What is that? Single core, dual core.
Single core means only one core. Dual core means only two core. Quad core only three core.
3 or 4?
Oh,
4. What is core? What is a core? Core means? Core එකක් කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? So let me give some other example. Okay, let me give some other example, then I can explain this very well. And then actually, so we will have small break after 2-3 minutes. And because I want to save this recording and come back. So, right. So then at that time, I will show you this practically. After that, after the break, I'll show this practically. But for the moment, let me take some other examples. So who's this?
Cook.
Here you have 2.
One.
1. Here you have 1. Here you have 2. 4. Okay.
Four.
This is the story. So assume that you have one chef, one cook inside kitchen. He can do multiple works. He can do many. He can prepare many foods. But the thing is, it will be slow. But he will consume less electricity. He will use less number of resources. He will consume less electricity, less power, but still he will be slow. If there are 2, it will be little faster than a single person, but they will consume more power, more electricity, more resources. Here you have 4. 4 of them means now they will consume even more power, even more equipment, more resources, but will be faster. But still there will be limits, because too many cooks spoil the soup, no? So there will be limit. Therefore you are not going to update this like 16, 2400, 200. You are not going to do that, because there's a practical limit. Anyway, you have single core, dual core, quad core, octa core, hexacore. Likewise you have processors. Means inside the processor, inside the central processing unit, you have single processing unit. Single core means. Dual core means inside the processor you have 2 processing units, 2 independent processing units, where it can share the processing power. So then inside a single processor, single chip, you have 4 physical units, 4 physical ALUs, or 4 physical processors. Then you call quad core. And this is not the story like i3, i5, i7. That is separate one. i5, i3, i7. That is a separate thing. That is about logical processors. This is about physical processors inside a single chip. එක chip එක ඇතුලේ එක processor එකක් තියෙනවා. එක chip එක ඇතුලේ processing unit දෙකක් තියෙනවා. එක chip එක ඇතුලේ processing unit 4ක් තියෙනවා. අපි කියනවා quad core කියලා. ඉතින් first one එයා cool, එයා රත් වෙනවා අඩුයි. power අඩුවෙන් ගන්න. Second one, it need more power but it is faster. Third one, it need even more power, so low battery life because it will consume more power, but it can do many tasks. Even this can do many tasks, but this can do even more tasks in quad core. Quad core will be good for graphics. Quad-core will be good for gaming. Likewise, processors වැඩි වුණාම වැඩ වැඩිපුර කරන්න පුළුවන්. හරි. So this is the story technically, and actually for grade 7 still you are in the beginning, therefore we are not going to explain this, but this is the technical explanation of that.
So where can I find the processor type? One core, single core,
Yeah, I'll
double
show
core?
this after the I'll take small break, very small break, because I have to save this and come. Then I'll show how to find this in your computer. Most of you are using I think most of you are using Windows, no?
Yes.
Windows. Anyone else, anyone using some other operating system other than Windows? Windows නැතුව වෙන මොන හරි පාවිච්චි කරන කට්ටිය ඉන්නවා? Windows මම හිතනවා Windows තමයි හැමෝම පාවිච්චි කරන ඇත්තේ. Okay, I'll show you how to find it in Windows. Practically මම පෙන්නන කොහොමද Windows වල ඒක හොයාගන්නේ. ඒ processor වල speed එක check කරන්නේ කොහොමද? I'll show that. So but before that I have to stop the video and record this and come save this and come back, right? So okay. So then after the break we'll be discussing about ALU and CU and these units. So this part actually we have discussed last day. Right. Therefore, I'll discuss in this thing and this thing, ALU, CU and its operation, as well as, so I have one more thing to discuss. So that is how CPU and how these resources are organized inside the computer. That is practical. So join to the same link again. I'll stop and join back, but it will take 3 minutes or 4 minutes because I have to save the video and come back.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
How about the video?
Which video?
Primary video?
This one?
No.
Mm-hmm.
In the YouTube,
Yeah.
we do a video like that.
Last
Are we
day.
doing that today?
Last day video.
Today?
No. Today we
No,
are
no.
we are going to do this in Zoom only, because most of the
Oh.
parents have requested in Zoom only environment. Later we'll gradually move to the YouTube one. මේකටම join to this link. We are doing it only in Zoom. Later I'll upload this to YouTube. Okay.